I've been using this Victorinox Dual Knife Sharpener for 2 years now for all of my Victorinox knives, and I have quite a few. In fact, if you have one or more Swiss Army knives, then I certainly recommend having one of these or a similar sharpening system. So I'm going to go through 5 things that I've learned over the last 2 years through using it many times. Just before we do that, let's have a look at the specifications of it. Size-wise, when closed like this, it's 145 millimeters long, that's about 5.5 inches, and it weighs in at 30 grams or 1.1 ounces. So let's open it up and take a look. So you can remove the cap and then you add the handle here, and it gives you something good to hold on to, so it keeps your hands fully out of the way. Now, the dual knife sharpener is called that because there are 2 parts to it. One is the pull through, where there are some ceramic discs or shards inside. Now, I rarely use this, but I'll talk about that a bit later. And then there's the other end. Now, I think I've said in a previous video that the grit is meant to be somewhere in the region of 300 to 400. But in reality, it's hard to tell. Victorinox themselves say that it's suitable for knives with a hardness rating up to 65 HRC. And I have found that it works really well for Victorinox. It works well for some other basic steels as well. If you go to some of the super steels, then it's not really up to the job. The other thing that I found is that this is good just for quick touch-ups. If you've got some serious damage to the blade, it's probably not going to be enough to do that. But there are some advantages in it being relatively soft. 5 things I've learned. As I said, firstly, I rarely use this pull-through end. Now, you could use it to remove a burr, but it never seems to do much. I find it better to use a strop afterwards instead. So I would pretty much ignore this end. I find the main stone much more useful. The second thing I've learned is that I've seen this used in many ways, and some people use it horizontally, like this, and but I think there's some danger in that, and also it's difficult to maintain the angle. So the safest way I've found to use it, and the way to best maintain the angle, is to hold the sharpener at the right angle and then have the knife blade vertically. Now, the angle tends to get exaggerated by the camera, but this is the best way to do it. Now, you can either guess it by eye and do it this way, and then turn it over and do it the other way. Sorry, I'm holding this a bit awkwardly so you can see it on the camera. So, but this is the easiest way. So I would hold it vertically. Your fingers are well out of the way of it, and you can easily do both sides. Okay. The other thing related to that is to keep an even pressure, and not to do it too soft, otherwise it won't do anything, and not to do it too hard that it gouges bits out of the stone, but just a nice firm even pressure, and you'll hear it doing some work, as you can hear it now. Okay, and then we can do the same on the other side. The third thing that's important is getting the angle right. Now, Victorinox knives come with a factory angle of 20 degrees either side, so that's 40 total. Now, you don't have to sharpen them to that. If you look at Felix Imler's recent video, he suggested that 17.5 is the optimum, but realistically anywhere between 15 and 20 should be okay for a typical EDC knife. Now, to help you with that, check out my video on why the angle is important, and I'll put a link at the end of the video. But what you can do, you can use some 3D printed guides. Now, this one has 20 or 15 degrees, which double up to 40 or 30. And for this, you put the stone in like this, and then you just hold the knife vertically, and then you can just flip it round and do the other side. Again, holding the knife vertically. So the blade is at 90 degrees to the surface. And this works really well. Alternatively, you can use one of these. Now, both of these are 3D printed, and I haven't seen them on sale anywhere. And unfortunately, I don't have the rights to this. I got my son to print them for me. I don't have a 3D printer myself. But with this one, you can choose any angle, and this is at 17.5. So we put the knife at the vertical. Make sure you go all the way down to the end. So right from the edge where the sharpening choil is, right through to the tip. I sometimes do a couple of extra moves on the tip, and then again this way. Okay, and I tend to use a post-it note, and it's partly to check if it's sharp, but it's really to see that I haven't missed anything and that there are no hang-ups. As you can see, this from the sharpening choil right through to the tip is nicely sharp. So that's the third thing. The angle is really important. The next thing is, don't let the knife get too blunt, because this is relatively soft. It's not too aggressive, which I like. I think it's best to remove the minimum amount of metal. So that means that your blade is going to last much longer. So regular honing works best. Do this once a week or more if you're using it a lot. If you're cutting through a lot of cardboard or doing carving, then you might need to do it every day. But certainly nice regular sharpening keeps it nice and sharp, doesn't remove too much metal, but keeps it working. And the nice thing about this is it's a lot less aggressive than one of the diamond stones, which tends to remove more metal. So those are the 4 main things I've learned about using this. There's one thing which doesn't involve this itself, and that is stropping. And stropping is the secret to keeping a good edge on your knife. Now, I use this very cheap leather strop, and my favorite compound is this Smurf poo. It's not always available, and I haven't seen it on Amazon for a while. If not, you can use one of the wax pastes. They work really well. And check out Outdoors 55. He's my go-to expert on sharpening. So I don't pretend to be an expert. I've done a fair bit of sharpening and I'm still learning, but I quite like the Smurf poo. Just clean it off my fingers. So you just put some on, and you can use it wet or dry, and just nice even strokes, making sure we get the whole blade in. And just keep a nice gentle angle. We let the stropping compound do the work. It's just mildly abrasive. And I quite like this Smurf poo paste because it's a lot easier to clean off. It doesn't tend to clag up the strop either. And then I just use the rough leather on the other side just to give it a quick and I don't know if you know that is just glides through it even easier. So the 5th thing I've learned is stropping. Do this regularly, do it in between sharpening and do it after sharpening, just to give that extra sharp edge. And just to show you, this works just as well on the 55mm Victorinox. And I'm just going to do this freehand. This works just as well and just as easy on these, on any size of Victorinox. Hope you found that useful, and let me know if you use one of these, if you find them good. If you've got something better, let me know as well. And why not watch this video on the importance of angles or this playlist on sharpening. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.